Welcome everyone to Stand-Up Comedy Q&A with Greg Dean. Yay! Awkward comedian. Your question was, Greg, I love your thoughts on structuring.
Just structuring the jokes, like, is it a specific way how I can structure jokes?
First of all, everything is specific. Everything. You can never be. This is not me. This is Konstantin, the famous acting teacher, Stanislavski. Konstantin Stanislavski said in acting, you can never be too specific. Every joke is about being specific, etc. I have what I call comedy grammar, joke grammar, where they even need to be written a certain way for communication and the resolving of the joke. Every joke is a little puzzle. There's the misdirection and then something unexpected, and then you have to resolve that. It's called resolving incongruity in humor theory. Okay, so there's things that help that, ways you phrase jokes, and phrasing jokes sometimes or certain ways can make that faster, because I want the audience to respond, never to think. I want the instant response out of them if I can. So they have to resolve that incongruity, respond to it quickly. So there's a lot of things that can get in the way of that. First of all, so jokes are very specific. Jokes are also in details. They're not in generalities. I can't do jokes about my family. It's little things about your family. Okay, those are the things, those little details about family that you can do jokes about. Okay, so first of all, jokes. Now, I don't have the time to go through your whole career, but yes, that we're giving you an ebook at the end of this that's called 10 Steps to Be a Working Comedian. And in a lot of ways, that's the path for the whole journey of being a comedian. It covers a little bit about material and performing and doing that kind of stuff, not in detail like my classes do. But with the way I think of a story, I say tell your story arc. Okay, I think of a story as like a clothes rack. You tell the story, and if it's a funny story to you, you got a couple of jokes on little jokes on that clothes rack. Do you follow? And you got the story. Okay, now you got to go back and go take each little moment of it, and that fits into the story, and turn that little moment into a joke. And we do that in our classes. Okay. Oh, how do we and I'll tell you the secret to finding a joke in it, which is discovering or finding the connector. All jokes have a connector. They have, at the center of all jokes is one thing with two interpretations or meanings. Now, a lot of people misunderstand that and think I'm saying, oh, it's got to be one word with two meanings. That's one way to do it, but connectors come in the form of who, what, when, where, why, how, and which being usually a choice. This one, or which one am I going to get you to choose in order to create the jokes? So that's what you're looking for, is how do you take that thought, that moment, and find a connector that turns it into a joke. We do it all the time in my life, in my level 2 classrooms, all the time, constantly. We're always, and people get better and better and better and better at that. That's why I know you can teach stand-up comedy, is my students get better at pitching jokes, writing jokes, getting better at performing, get better at crowd work, get better at roasting. They get better at all those because they're following the techniques. So this technique is you keep filling in that story that you've got with jokes. Pretty soon you have so many jokes, you might be going, oh, let's just start taking out the weaker ones. Let's do pretty soon, because I have my students, just in my level 2 classes, they're required, one, to have script, just so that we can look at it and they can record it and have it. They don't memorize the words of their scripts, hopefully. But just having that helps them. So you build that story, and that's going to lead you to be able to be specific about everything that you're doing. Everything is about being specific. So learn to be specific, because generalities just kind of kill the laughs.